Kyrie Irving, who plays for the Cavaliers, he recently said that he believes the world is flat. Is that a subject that you covered with him? Were you aware of that?
I wouldn't even know how to broach that topic. Word, is that what you think? He's like, what do you say?
I don't know. I guess maybe you just kind of, I guess if you feel it, it won't really make any kind of a difference.
I don't understand the philosophy behind the flat earth theory.
Why? Why do you say that?
I just don't understand. First of all, what difference does it make? Could be flat, could not be flat. There could be 12 continents. How would you know?
That's a matter of how we draw it up. But I feel like with the world, with the Earth, when you stand back and you look at the horizon, you can see curvature. You can actually see it, unlike a dinosaur or something.
Yeah, or if you fly in one direction, you'll come back around, which in a flat world probably would not happen.
That is true. That is true. But these guys don't go around. They go to Cleveland, and then they go to... and then maybe they need longer trips, I think, is probably what...
Everybody that's into flat Earth, it was very hard for them to get into it and admit it. It took like a year and a half for them to admit it.
Well, first it was just black dudes, basically. I feel like they were into it at first.
Yeah, I wasn't into it. I was violently opposed to it. But the one thing about flat Earth, you punch in flat Earth on YouTube, you're going to get all the debunkers. And like, why is there so many people working against it? It's crazy. Yeah. They're doing the exact same thing to flat Earth that they do to 9/11, JFK, Iran-Contra. They got people producing debunking videos. Yeah. Like, why are you doing that if it's so stupid?
It's so stupid.
You should ask yourself, why is there a debate about it? How is there a debate still in this time with the internet? Why are people, there's so many people that are afraid to admit that they're looking into flat Earth because of the amount of ridicule you get. You know what I mean? Right. I was quiet about it, but I was against it. I was trying to, people kept coming up to me, have you looked into flat Earth? I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you're crazy.
This is like a couple years ago. I'm like, shut the fuck. Joe, I was on Joe's podcast and he would bring it up because dude, people are so dumb. There's some people out there still believe the Earth is flat. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are they really? There's people like that? And this was just a few years ago.
Then I
kept trying to debunk it. Like I would get in arguments with people, and that's the typical story. Everyone's trying to debunk it. And then the one thing that made me realize something was wrong is I always believed that the moon landings were faked. And that's what I thought NASA was. I thought NASA was in charge of the moon missions. I didn't think they were in charge of all space information. I thought there was all these scientists everywhere and they're figuring out, shit about the universe. And once I was looking into it, and I realized, oh shit, all these pictures of Earth from space, they're all CGI composites. And NASA admits it. They go, oh, you know what? We take the images and we take this information strips and then we get an artist to put together. I'm like, wait a minute. You guys aren't even getting real pictures of the fucking Earth from space? I go, I had the picture of Earth
where's
from
the
space.
Bootlegs?
Yeah.
Where's them fucking space bootlegs?
And you get the Earth on your iPhone. That's the default. The default picture. I go, I had looked at Earth every day on my iPhone. I see that. I go, how are you going to tell me the Earth's flat? I see it. So the guy said, he goes, I got a master's in engineering. Look into it. And so I did, and I realized, damn. Then I started tracing these pictures back to NASA. Then I realized, wait a minute, NASA is controlling all our space information? I go, NASA does that? I thought they just did the moon and the space shuttle.
Yeah. And NASA's gutter, dude. They've been around for 60 years. They've been to the moon allegedly 4 times.
No, 6 times.
6 times. Yeah, 6 times.
And then they destroyed all the technology? Yeah. Come on, man.
Dude, that's the worst. Man. If that was a business, you'd be like, this is
man. You guys are, you know what? They had to say they destroyed it. What are they going to say?
Yeah, what else are they going to say?
What are they going to let people... they destroyed all the video, the raw video footage, the raw audio footage, all the telemetry data, which tracked where they were in space. All that's gone.
All right, we got, all right, now here we go. Some more panicked emails. All right, from a real flat earther. I love this guy, staying on the subject. Billy Boy, the thing is, there is no space. That's what people mean by NASA stealing money. STEELING. Stealing money. The sun and the moon are inside the firmament. Dude, this is fucking amazing. I gotta look this up. What the fuck is a firmament? You know what I love about this shit, this flat earth stuff? That was the first time I just went 8 straight seconds without thinking about the pandemic. People, do yourself a favor. Get a flat earther in your fucking life. Okay, firmament, the heavens or the sky, especially when regarded as a tangible thing. Oh, God, I need to know all about the firmament. Okay. In biblical cosmology, I didn't know they did facials back then. Sorry. Biblical cosmology is the biblical writer's conception of the cosmos as organized, structured entity, including its origin, order, meaning, and destiny. Oh, back when they were writing the Bible. Okay. All right. Where are we? In the biblical cosmology, the firmament is the vast, solid dome created by God on the second day to divide the primal sea called Tehom, into upper and lower portions so that the dry land could appear. Then God said, oh my God, I'm going to start quoting scripture during a pandemic on my podcast. This is really going to freak people out. I'm just reading firmament on Wikipedia. You can follow along. And then God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. It doesn't make sense. This is why I don't go to church. How do you divide the waters from the waters? Thus God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament. Do you mean the land? I thought this guy's talking about the sky. From the waters which were above the firmament, and so it was. Sorry, I accidentally shut up the recorder. Or so it was. And it was so. Sorry. And God called the firmament heaven. So the evening and the morning were the second day. I mean, if anybody can tell me what the fuck I just read. God said, let there be firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. Thus God made the firmament. And I don't know what it is. The word firmament is recorded in Middle English narrative based on scripture dated 1250. It appeared in the King James Bible. The word firmament is used to translate a word in biblical Hebrew. What the fuck? Meaning to beat or spread out thinly. The process of making a dish by hammering thin a lump of metal. Like most ancient people, the Hebrews believed the sky was a solid dome with the sun, moon, planets, and stars embedded in it. Okay, now I know what it is. The Hebrews regarded the earth as a plain or a hill figured like a hemisphere. That makes God a lot scarier, like he's right there. Swimming on water. Okay, the earth was a plain or a hill figured like a hemisphere swimming on water. Over this is an arch the solid vault of heaven. To this vault are fastened the lights, the stars. So slight is the elevation that birds may rise to it and fly along its expanse. That's fascinating. That's a whole different way of looking at the world. All right. Okay, there is no space. It does not exist. There is a dome over the earth, basically a force field. People believe this is the firmament from the Bible. Now you were caught up on the motive, and I understand this, but you can't deny the facts based on not knowing the motive. Did you just prove something there? I think I need to eat some corned beef or something. I can't even think today. A detective doesn't walk into a room, see a dead guy on the floor who was shot in the head with no gun in the room, and say, well, nobody had motive to kill this guy, so he's not dead, and nobody did. I could go right back at you with that analogy. A detective doesn't walk in on a murder case that was already solved and then try to resolve it. Huh? There's my gumshoe fucking metaphor. How do you like that one? All right. No, the fact is he was murdered, so now try to figure out the motive. This is what people did. At first, they thought it was flat, evidently, and that there was a firmament that you could, if you were tall enough, you could reach up. If you're a bird, you could fly into it. And then people are like, oh, no, wait a second. Wait a second. Well, how do you explain, like, telescopes and shit? Seeing all of this stuff. Are they just misinterpreting other galaxies and black holes and all of that? Or is that all just bullshit? Because I got to be honest with you. I will agree with you on this thing. I don't know if Jupiter's out there. I've never seen it. I've just been told that it's there. Okay? So I'm not going to wag my finger at you that way. But I mean, I'm kind of going out on a limb here that, trying to get everybody on the same page around the world with the same lie, to finance NASA. Why does Vietnam give a fuck about NASA making money? Are they getting a cut, man? All right, money is only a small part of this description. There's a much bigger and more important reason for it. Oh, here we go. I can drop the bomb on you, but you probably wouldn't believe it anyway, so I won't. Oh, come on. Don't take your bomb and go home. Now, Bill. Oh, I'm getting a lecture here. There has never been an experiment done to this day to prove that the Earth has a curvature or is moving. That is 100% fact. Okay. Dude, you're really fucking with everything that I've been told. Because I got to be honest with you. In defense of what you're saying, I never looked up whether there's ever been an experiment. I thought when they got in boats and they sailed that away and came back around the other way, they were like, well, goddamn, this motherfucker's round. That should be a major red flag for you. I just love how you assume that just because you now say this, that you just prove something to me. Send me a link. Send me evidence to back up what you're saying. Other than that, this is just crazy talk. Anyway, it's a theory, which is fine. Theories are good, but if you point out that this stuff is just a theory and was never proven, people get pissed at you. Well, okay, well then where is the study that proved what you're saying is true? Okay, why isn't there a link to that? Maybe he gets to it. As smart as we are today, and if the Earth really was a globe, there would be 1,000 ways to prove it. Have you ever flown around the world? Because I have. All right. What did the pilot do? Did he just subtly go to the right? To fly all the way back the long way and we didn't run out of jet fuel and we didn't have to refuel? Video isn't evidence because it can be faked. In the same way that Bigfoot or Loch Ness Monster videos aren't proof of them. NASA and space videos aren't proof of space. I believe in the scientific method. Observable, testable, repeatable. All right, well then let's do this with your theory. There are many ways to... Okay, here we go. There are many ways to prove the Earth is flat and stationary. Water always finds its level, meaning the top of still water is always flat no matter what scale they use to use water as a leveling tool before lasers. As Earth is 80% water, there are many cities, mountains, lighthouses, etc. that can be seen way farther than... I thought it was gravity. I don't understand. I don't get any of this. I mean, I'd be honest with you. I don't know why water's leveled. This is beyond my pay grade. I don't think about this shit. All right? But videos can be faked, and then videos can also give evidence. You know? If I showed you a video of a dead body, you wouldn't believe that the guy was dead. Or like do you think World War II didn't happen? Because you're not there to witness it? You can't touch it? You can't test it? It never happened? Because all there is now is just movies of it. So does that mean that didn't happen? You can't believe it because it's fake? Because it can be faked? I don't know. This is when I just wish I had some sort of scientific background, because then I could tell if this guy is actually 100% right, and that, or what I think is right is what I've been told. I don't fucking know. And Earth is 80% water. There are many cities, mountains, lighthouses, etc., that can be seen way farther than would be possible on a globe with dimensions they give us. I 100% disagree with that. 100% fucking disagree with that.
In the darkness of the night, a flicker starts to glow. A beacon in the shadows, a light that starts to flow. Illuminating pathways where once there was despair. In the depths of obscurity, hope begins to flare. Like a flame in the wind, I ignite from within, casting rays of brilliance, banishing the din. With each step I take, I brighten up the way. In the realm of shadows, I become the day. I'm the light in the darkness, the spark in the night, guiding lost souls towards the morning light. Through the tunnels of uncertainty, I'll be the guide. For I am the bearer of hope, in me dreams reside. In the labyrinth of life, where shadows dance and play, I'm the ray of sunshine, turning night into day. With every glimmer I cast, I unveil the unseen. In the tapestry of existence, I'm the golden sheen. From the darkest corners to the highest peak, I'm the radiant glow that even shadows seek. With every flicker, every beam I emit, I dispel the darkness, I never submit. I'm the light in the darkness, the spark in the night, guiding lost souls towards the morning light. Through the tunnels of uncertainty, I'll be the guide. For I am the bearer of hope, in me dreams reside. In the symphony of life, I'm the crescendo's rise. In the canvas of the universe, I paint the skies. So let the darkness tremble, let the shadows flee. For in the heart of radiance, I'll always be. I'm the light in the darkness, the spark in the night, guiding lost souls towards the morning light.
That is the first thing that I can 100% disagree with. So the Earth is either flat or astronomically bigger than they say it is. The North Star does not move in the sky ever. This proves we are not moving. Well, what about everything else that is moving? Everything else rotates around that. Something is moving. This proves we are not. The North Star, they picked that out because it's at the fucking epicenter, I think, of the where we're lined up, and that's how you use to guide yourself by the stars in the northern hemisphere. Let me ask you this, sir. Do you sail, or ma'am? Do you sail? Do you know how to fucking... Anyway, there are many ways to... Okay, am I supposed to keep reading this? What about the rest of it that turns? So what does the sun do? This is fascinating. Where does the sun go when it goes down? Is that God just putting on a dimmer? Huh? Does he move it across the sky? Who's moving? We're not moving? What is moving? So the Earth is either flat or astronomically bigger than stated. The North Star does not move in the sky ever. This proves we are not moving because the Earth is supposedly moves an astronomical distance around the sun each year and tilts on its axis each year also. So this would be impossible. Gravity does not exist. This is just a theory that it was never proven. Am I being trolled here? And a stupid one that makes no sense at that. Gravity supposedly holds down skyscrapers and boulders and stones that weigh hundreds of tons, but can't hold down a blackbird or a fruit fly or butterfly. How does that make sense? Oh my God. And this is where I tap out.